Basketball season is finally upon us, guys. Let's go. So many freaking storylines, and one of them is gonna be who's gonna be the freaking MVP. Is gonna be LeBron, Giannis. I'm gonna talk about that in a bit. Cue the intro first. Alright, what up guys, it's me, Steven, or Drew Oji-san, and welcome to some gameplay of 2K19. Unfortunately, I would record like actual commentary, but 2K apparently they're being stingy with the recording. They're being little dookies with the taking away of the recording and all of that, all the sounds and stuff. All you're gonna hear is like the buzzers and whistles and all of that. But that's besides the point. Right now I'm gonna talk about my predictions for the NBA season. This is gonna be the first part, which I'm gonna talk about awards in this part. Like I said, I'm gonna talk about MVP, like on all of that, pretty much individual awards. And tomorrow I'm gonna talk about teams and my prediction as to who's gonna be the top seeds and who's gonna win the championship and stuff. But right now we're gonna talk individual awards, and it all starts with the MVP, right? So let's talk about that. So there are so many candidates this year. There's like LeBron, he's finally with the Lakers and he's with a new team, he's in the West. So that definitely increases his chances of winning the MVP award. Kawhi is also in a new team and he's gonna have a chance to prove himself away from the San Antonio Spurs system. So we're gonna see how great he is. But none of those guys are gonna be the MVP. And my pick for this year's MVP, 2019 NBA MVP, is gonna be Giannis Antetokounmpo from the Milwaukee Bucks, small forward. And he was my pick from last year. And the reason why I picked him was I thought his greatness was going to be enough for them, or enough for him to win the award. And I thought he was just going to put on an absolute show. But my concerns were true. They ended up not getting enough wins. And before I even talk about that, oh no, I got Darren Collison leaning like a friggin' bitch. Alright, this is a wholesome channel, Steven. Alright, back to the MVP talk. I think Giannis is going to win this year's MVP because last year I thought their coach lost them a lot of games and cost them the MVP award pretty much because it was too individualistic, and now they picked up, I think, a great coach. Mike Budenholzer coached the Hawks last year, and he came from that Spurs system where they move the ball and stuff, and I think it's going to free Giannis up and make him a better basketball player, and in turn making his teammates better. So that is gonna mutually make him the MVP. And yeah, I think he's just gonna put on an absolute show, and everyone's saying his shooting is gonna be trash, but I don't really care. It's gonna be more free for him, free flowing offense. And let me give you reasons as to why I don't think the other candidates are gonna win MVP. I don't think LeBron's gonna win MVP because he needs to do a lot in the West, and I believe he can do it, but it's going to be tough. And I don't know if he's going to go for it this year, because he said, I don't care if I'm like the 6th or 8th seed or the 1st seed, I just want to just put me in the playoffs and I'll win a championship. So I don't know if he can pull it off. Anthony Davis, on the other hand, he might be traded, and no player has won the MVP after being traded to another team, and he'd have to make a really marked difference on the teams that he joins. Kawhi is kind of the same thing as LeBron, and I think he has a better chance with the Raptors because they're in the East. But again, Giannis is in the East, and I think the Bucks are going to be better. So Giannis is my pick for MVP. And next up is Rookie of the Year. My Rookie of the Year is going to be Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks. And I thought the Mavericks are, even now, I think the Mavericks are good enough to be in the playoffs. That's especially going to be the reason why I'm going to pick Doncic, because he's going to be the reason why they're going to go to the playoffs. He's going to be a focal point for them, and along with the great coaching of Rick Carlisle, who's won a championship, and the pieces around Doncic, I think he's gonna thrive in Dallas. My other honorable mentions are going to be DeAndre Ayton and Kevin Knox. DeAndre Ayton obviously is just too talented to be ignored, and that's my reason why. And I think him joining the Suns is going to make them good. I think they're going to have a shot in the playoffs. And for Kevin Knox, I think Kristaps Porzingis being down, I think that's going to help his numbers, and he might be the reason why they're gonna win. They're gonna sniff the East playoffs, and it's the East, and the East sucks. As much as I hate to admit that because I'm a Celtics fan, but yeah. So Luka Doncic is my pick for Rookie of the Year. Then Defensive Player of the Year, my pick is gonna be Kawhi, and my honorable mentions are gonna be Giannis and Al Horford from the Celtics. And like Kawhi and Giannis, they're gonna be asked to do a lot of things, and I think they're gonna be especially asked to do a lot on defense. I might align myself with Giannis because he can play all 5 positions and he can be a rim protector if he wanted to. The only reason why I'm picking Kawhi is Kawhi's gonna be the guy who's gonna guard the best player every single night, and normally like the best players play on the perimeter. So I guess that's why I'm gonna pick Kawhi. And I also picked Al Horford because I think the Celtics are gonna be a top 3 defense this year. It's not necessarily gonna show in the beginning because they're gonna assimilate Kyrie and Gordon Hayward back into the system, and I think that's gonna take time. But I think they're gonna get it together in time for Al Horford to be in consideration for Defensive Player of the Year. And the next award I'm gonna pick is Most Improved, and this is a really hard award to pick up because you just never know who's gonna be improved. I mean, really all these awards are hard to pick, but this one especially is tough. My pick for that one's gonna be Brandon Ingram, and the honorable mentions are gonna be Lonzo and Frank Ntilikina from the Knicks. And I'm gonna put the slight edge over Brandon Ingram over Lonzo, and because both of them will benefit from LeBron's presence and leadership with the Lakers. And for Brandon Ingram, I think he's just way more talented than Lonzo, and I think LeBron's gonna help him tap into that along with like Lil Walton, that coaching staff. I think Brandon Ingram's gonna be better defensively. We can already see flashes of like he looks like Kevin Durant on offense, so that goes without saying. Look at that buzzer beater, bang. But man, but yeah, Brandon Ingram is gonna be my pick, and the reason why I said Frank Ntilikina is because I think people are sleeping on him. I think he's got potential, and I think we'll see a little bit of that this year. And again, Kristaps Porzingis is absent, and I think that's gonna help him out as far as like getting numbers and all of that. And again, they might make the playoffs. It's the East, and he's gonna probably ball out. I have a good reason to believe that. So again, Brandon Ingram of the LA Lakers is gonna be the Most Improved player for Drew Ojisan. Next up is the 6th man, and again, this is such a hard award to pick for me because I really don't. It can be anyone, and it's been like many different players over the past couple of years. It's a little predictable, but oh man, got him again. This freaking name. All right, sorry guys, but yeah, I'm gonna pick Terry Rozier actually as my 6th man of the year, and like I said, it's one of these awards that are hard to pick. But I'm gonna pick Terry Rozier, and from watching him in preseason, man, what the hell is he doing on the bench? Like, he can start for a playoff team. That's how good he is. And like, I watched him, he was like, man, he had stones. He's just putting up shots. Like, there's no shot that he doesn't hate, and he just pulls up. And he actually he's good enough defensively from what I saw. And yeah, so Terry Rozier, my honorable mentions are Tyreke Evans and Marcus Smart. And Tyreke Evans last year, he definitely improved last year. I thought he had a good chance of winning that, but I think the reason why he didn't win any awards is because he was playing for a bad team. And my other pick is Marcus Smart because we all know what he can do for Boston, and he just does a lot of things. And it's just hard to ignore for him. And he's the heart and soul of the Celtics as far as I'm concerned. And watching that team from day in and day out, you just know that without him, they're not gonna be as good a team. So look at that stare down 3, bang. So yeah, Terry Rozier is gonna be my 6th man of the year, Terry Rozier of the Celtics. Lastly, let's talk about Coach of the Year, and I kind of delved into this already with my pick with Giannis, but my pick for Coach of the Year is going to be Mike Budenholzer of the Bucks. And my honorable mentions are Brad Stevens and Greg Popovich. And I think Mike Budenholzer is going to make the Milwaukee Bucks a top 3 seed. Yes, I said they have that potential to be a top 3 seed, along with the Phillies, the Bostons, and the Torontos. And I think they're going to surprise a lot of fans this year, the Milwaukee Bucks, because like that system, I love the way he coaches his teams. Like, I love the system that he runs, and I think that's going to be great for the Bucks. It's going to be great for Giannis. It's going to be great for Chris Middleton and all these players. So, yeah. And I also said Brad Stevens and Greg Popovich. Brad Stevens, everyone says the only reason why I'm giving consideration is he's the best coach in the NBA. But this time he's gonna have a healthy team, so I think that's gonna make him lose some votes. And Greg Popovich, I think, is gonna be second because he lost Kawhi number 1. As good as DeMar DeRozan is, he's a downgrade, and they also lost DeJounte Murray. So yeah, that's their starting point guard, and he's a really talented player, and that's a huge blow. But I expect them to be a playoff contender, and yeah. So those are my awards, pick for awards this year. So let's do a recap. My MVP is Giannis of the Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Rookie of the Year is going to be Luka Doncic of the Dallas Mavericks. Defensive Player of the Year, Kawhi Leonard. Most Improved is Brandon Ingram from the Lakers. Sixth Man's Terry Rozier from the Celtics. Coach of the Year is going to be Mike Budenholzer from the Bucks. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you disagree with anything, any of my picks, just go to the comment section below and tell me who your picks are and why. And if you want to talk about something else, about this gameplay and stuff, all of that. And as you guys can probably tell, we wasted Kristaps Porzingis' monster scoring night. He scored 51, and we freaking choked at the end, and I fouled out, as you can tell. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. If you like the video, hit that like button, and if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell so you can get alerts from me whenever I come out with videos or posts. Again, comment section below. So tell me whatever you want, and tell me who your guys' picks for award is. And tomorrow I'll be back with my picks for best teams and predicting the championship and all of that. That's gonna do it, guys. Thanks for watching. Drill G Sound out. Bye.